Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Insomniac Spider-Man videos. Today I'll be talking about my ideas for the first part of the game, part you start off with. Okay, so you start off the game in the air, diving headfirst into a window of a burning building. You're like, what's going on, right? But, unlike the Amazing Spider-Man 2, the building is spacious, so you can jump up in the air and not hit your head all the time like you would in the Amazing Spider-Man 2. And you can knock down doors in different ways. The Amazing Spider-Man 2 had this where you just like kind of kick down the door, but I would like to see multiple ways of kicking down the door, whether it be kicking by webbing both sides of the door and then slingshotting yourself through it, or just running and lowering your shoulder into the door, which would make you feel the power of Spider-Man. So the first door you go through to see if somebody's in there, the person is on the other side of the room, and there's a fire keeping you from getting to that person. So it'll be cool if you had to web up to the ceiling and then web the person and swing them above the fire over to the other side. And then after you do that, they go to the window where you broke in from so they can wait for you to bring them out. And then there's another person needing saving. That would be hanging on a broken floor, which is an homage to Spider-Man 2. And after you save them, they go, as I said, to that broken window. But then as you're about to bring them to the ground, you see Green Goblin whizzing past you. So thinking quickly, you attach the people you saved, you attach a web to the building and then the people, so they're hanging on the side of the building because you have no time because you want to web the Green Goblin to see where he's going. So then you web the Green Goblin and then you're flying with him. On the way to try to get Green Goblin as you're flying on the back of him, he is throwing pumpkin bombs at you and you have to dodge them. And then you finally stop at a bank where the Green Goblin wanted to go. So there's like a boss battle, I guess, even though it's the beginning of the game. And you interrogate him when you finally beat him, and you ask why he was after the money, and he says he'll never tell. You get angry, but then you remember your webbing dissolves within 20 minutes, and you left the people hanging on the side of the building. So, in a big dramatic finish, you save the people, and the building blows up, and the title screen shows up, Spider-Man. Then, you wake up the next day. You are Peter Parker, and you have 20 texts from J. Jonah Jameson wanting pics of the event that just happened the night before. And he says he'll fire you if you are not there in 20 minutes. So, you get in a rusty old car that has been messing with you all week, and it breaks down halfway there. You decide you want to be Spider-Man to get there, but you don't have your suit or web shooters. But you do have a spare mask and some gloves in your pocket. But you have no web shooters, so you have to find a way to get around using parkour, wall running, and you only have a certain amount of time to get there, as said before. So once you get there, there's a cutscene, and it ends with J. Jonah Jameson wanting you to take more pictures of Spider-Man. So throughout the game, there should be a part of it to just have to take pictures whenever you're doing something. I don't know how they could incorporate that, but I think that would be a cool thing. And overall, all this stuff that I said, it might never happen, but I think it's just cool to think about how a game could start, and I think this is a cool way to start with an action set piece. But they could go a totally different route, and it could be good, but I just think this would be a good thing to do. So, thank you guys for watching, and remember to stay stuck to these videos, webheads.